guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today's video is going to be, I guess, how to improve and have a good 2023. I'm not sure how to really explain it. I'll think of like a better way, but basically I'm going to be giving guys some tips and ways that you guys could just have basically the best year that you could have, because I know for some people, and especially me, some of the other years are usually not as easy. So I just want to give you guys some ideas to make sure that you guys are happy and have a good year. Like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and ideas, so let's get started with the first thing that you could do. Now the first thing, which is one of the most very important things, is to have a good positive mindset. It's really important, because if you're all just like, oh, I can't do this, or it's never gonna happen, it won't happen. But if you are very positive about it, and you're like, I could do this, I can do anything, most likely it will happen. And I think that's just really important. It may not sound like it will work, but it really does work, because if you tell yourself you can't do something, your brain would start to believe that, and it just wouldn't work out. But if you just stay positive and strong, things would work out. One thing I use a lot, it could be headphones or earbuds. I like to use earbuds personally. I have these earbuds here. And the reason why this is helping for the year is just, it kind of connects to a positive mindset and calming, because obviously these are used for listening to music. Don't mind my dogs, they're pitter-pattering. So obviously this is used to listen to music or watch videos. Now this does help with the calming situation, because it will make you calm. And I like listening to music, but I'll always listen to it with earbuds, even if I'm in my room, because it just makes, like, blocks out all the noise, and you just are very peaceful. So these are the earbuds I have. These work very well. They work like almost as like the Apple ones. It's called J Lab. I got it in this color. And this is what it looks like. It works really well, and it also has a charger, so you could charge it. And one cool thing is that it charges with it inside. So I think just earbuds or headphones, or wireless earbuds or wireless headphones, are definitely an essential. Next thing you could do to just kind of help yourself and make yourself calm and peaceful is to read a book. Now this helps me a lot because I love reading. I'm planning to make a book video soon, like a book haul, and talking a bit about the books and when I rate it. But I have a bunch of books over there, and I've realized that you have to read a specific book on how you want to feel, at least for me personally, because I one time was reading this intense book and it wasn't helping with my situation at all, because it just made me like more upset. So if you read something nice and calming, perhaps a poem or anything like that, it would really help you. And if you don't have physical copies of the book, you could always look online and read some stuff that are positive. And this one kind of goes along with the line of reading books. You could also read positive quotes. This has helped me so much. And speaking of positive quotes, actually I have a board on Pinterest for 2023 positivity with all the positive quotes that would help your 2023. I want to actually read you guys some of the 2023 positivity quotes, or positive quotes, that I saved, because it really will help, and reading something positive will also make your mind think all the positive things. So I'm gonna read you guys some of them. It's kind of related to what I've already talked about. This one says, one day at a time, which is kind of like saying, like, just take it one day at a time basically, and just, you know, don't try to rush things, take it slowly. And then this one doesn't, it's kind of strange, but it does make sense. It says, study hard, sleep well, eat plants, work out, don't compare, be happy. So eat plants part, I'm not really sure what they're talking about. I mean, so I guess it's kind of comparing to like eat healthier. So study hard, you always want to study, because then you have a great outcome. And then you want to sleep well, because rest, guys, is very important. I had a really bad sleep schedule last year in 2022. Not all the time, but most of the time I'd only run on 6 hours of sleep, and usually I get 8 or 9. But sleeping is very important. It also makes your mind more energized. Then it says don't compare, which is very important thing because you never want to compare yourself to someone else because that'll most likely put you in a terrible little state, and it's not really healthy for you to do and for anyone else to do, because if you're like, oh, look at her, she's so perfect or whatever, then your brain will start to believe that, and you don't want to do that. Just always think positive stuff. This one's very short, but it's simple. I don't know why I'm showing it's going to be up there. It says you can, which is true. You can do anything, and if you just put your mind to it. I'm always going back to this mindset thing, was the main thing that's really important. You can do anything. This one I really like. It says slow progress is still progress, which is so true. Doesn't really matter necessarily how long you take. I could take 2 minutes to clean my room perhaps, but it's still progress. Even if you don't complete it, you still completed something. And I think this is the last quote I'm going to share, but I really like this one also. It says, this is just the beginning and it's only going to get better from here, which I really just like that. I mean, it's all a beginning. I mean, 2023, if 2023 isn't that good of a year, you always have 2024. If today isn't that good of a year, you always have tomorrow. If the next day isn't that good of if today isn't that good of a day, you always have tomorrow's. Tomorrow isn't that good of a day, you always have the next day. So I think that's just a great thing to think about. Before we move on, I guess you guys already saw it when I was showing like holding the phone and stuff, but I finally got my phone case. If you didn't watch my other vlog where I was shopping for it, it was kind of a fail shopping for it, but I recommend still watching it because of some fun stuff that I did. But this is the phone case I got. It's a pop socket phone case and it's a very pretty color. It matches very well, complements the mint green. And then I like that this part I don't like about pop sockets is that if you stick it on, you can't take it off unless you just, I don't know. I don't really like that about pop sockets, but this one, it comes off. So you could attach it to something and you could constantly switch it and readjust it, which I like very much. I know that if I don't do, like if I want to do something, sometimes I won't do it because I'm not motivated, which I'm kind of going back to the same mindset thing, but it's all connected and it's very true. If you're not motivated, then you can't really do it even if your brain tells you that you want to do it. And speaking of like motivation, I wasn't going to film this video, but I saw someone else do it and I just got motivated from their video and I was like, okay, let's do this. We can do this. So that's just how it all kind of connects. You could have a scent in your room and I think that really helps. I know it sounds a little strange, but really my room right now just really smells like nothing. It just smells like room, if room were a scent, and having a scent really helps. Also, it does depend on what scent you have. I have this grapefruit and thyme scent and it just really calms me and it just really makes me just want to do more things. It's called Elevate and it's room mist. And I really like the cap, but this I haven't used for a while, but it really helps. So I'm going to spray some. Yeah, so it smells so good. It almost smells like rose. I actually have a rose one. This is the rose one I have. It's from Bath and Body Works, I believe, and this one also works well. But sometimes I like to switch out these scents. Rose is a good scent. Any Christmas scent. I have a Christmas hand sanitizer that smells really good. And also Champagne Toast is a really good scent. I'll show you that one later. Here's the Champagne Toast one. It's a really good scent. So yeah, just having a nice scent in your room just really calms your mind. So we're gonna move on to the next thing, which is also calming. Obviously, because you don't want like aggressive stuff, but it's really calming. I like to listen to some podcasts. So I'm gonna recommend to you guys some podcasts or like categories for podcasts. I use the Apple Podcast app. It's called I think it's just called podcast. I don't know where it went, but if you search podcast, it'll pop up. But I also sometimes use the Spotify ones. I like to use or listen to book ones, people reviewing books. Obviously, if you don't want spoilers, that's really nice to listen to like their opinion and what they think about the book and how you can relate to the book overall. I also like to listen to stories, like people telling stories about their lives or really anything, just kind of like calming to listen to. One podcast I really like, which I'm sure most of you guys have heard of, it's called Anything Goes with Emma Chamberlain. I'm just going to show it even though it's going to pop up on the screen. That's the podcast. I listened to this one a lot, and she actually came out with one called 2023 Predictions, which I'm going to listen to because I haven't listened to that one yet. But I really like her podcast. It's very calming and therapeutic, and her YouTube videos too are very calming and therapeutic. And there's some that I haven't read yet that I will, but a podcast is another great thing. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Happy 2023, even though it's like the 7th or 5th or 6th or 8th or 9th or whatever day it is. It's 2023 has been here for like a week, but I hope everyone had a good 2023 so far. If it wasn't so good for you, I hope this video helped you, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.